Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, wear your masks, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here from BRC Nails. Today's video is a little mishmash of a bunch of different styles and techniques, but they came out marvelous, if I do say so myself. But first, my website is having a huge sale for Valentine's Day and Lunar New Year because we do have those jogging decals. We got the Chanel water decals are out again, new, and there are some huge reduces in price for all Valentine's Day-ish related items. So if you ever wanted to buy something, now is the time, okay? So yes, all that stuff is for sale, or on sale, I should say. Congrats to Miss Viola Brown, Nail Cover Lover. She has hit her 1K, so now all she needs is watch time, watch time, watch time. All the ladies that need watch time will be listed down in the description box, so if you have some free time, put that playlist on, and let's get them to monetization. Alright, y'all, this video is a request just for something new. So, and of course, like with the stamping as well, because everybody saw the stamper in the last video and went cuckoo for it, and it's beautiful, but I'm going to show you its drawbacks and why I don't use it on a regular basis. I like to look at it though. So let's get into the action. Okay, so I put together or grabbed some nails that I tested, polishes that I bought on to, you know, see how they actually look on a nail. I ended up only using one, but here we have the stamper itself. Regular speed, no rushing. It comes with a cap, of course, and the stamper itself has that super fine glitter in it, enough to give it a shimmer, but not so big that it would actually block the image like the way that the original glitter ones that they had do. So that just pops off, and we have those backless gems, and the first time I showed it in the previous video, I didn't actually have my big ring light on, so I wanted to show these again because the sparkle is just amazing. I mean, I don't know how well it's coming through the camera, but it was popping in my eyes, let me tell you. They are beautiful, and if you don't want to use them in the stamper, you can use them on your nails, of course, because I do have sets where I've used those before, and they came out beautiful. So they don't have to be just a decoration. You can actually use those for a purpose instead of it just sitting in the little cup of the stamper. See, yeah, here's some bling going on. Finally. But aren't they beautiful? They're all different colors and shapes. And like I said, I would and have used them on nails, and they are beautiful. Now getting them back in there, they all fit. But since they're different sizes and shapes, sometimes they get a little bungled and it ends up like not going in there. So that is the actual stamper itself. I want to go over this little plate that was in the giveaway as well, just to show you the images again. It's one of their coon cat plates, and it is very Valentine's Day / lovey-dovey, and I actually did end up using it to add some little hearts, but the images themselves, it really wasn't coming together, so I just went with what I felt would look right? That's what everybody does. So I did want to give you a closer look at the coon cat plate that they sent. It's Born Pretty Coon Cat L005, and it is very lovey-dovey Valentine's Day type plate. So, you know, it was a perfect addition to the prize considering how long it took to actually get here. Now, originally I was going to do those little, not bubbles, sorry, balloons, and they say LOVE. I was going to do those, but it would have taken up all 4 fingers and I would have only had the thumb left, and I had a couple of other ideas that I wanted to try out, so I kind of nixed that. Now, these are the nails that I had. I was just checking polishes when I originally bought them. I ended up only using one because I think it gets the point across pretty easily. So I'm going to just go through my regular stamping steps. I took black polish. I cover the image that I'm trying to stamp completely with a liberal layer of polish. When you swipe, you don't want to swipe too hard. I use a thicker card than most people do. Hold it at a 45-degree angle and swipe lightly. Because if you put too much pressure like I did originally on this, you're going to take a lot of the polish with it, and then the stamper won't pick it up because you took all the polish away. So here I just rolled from side to side. You know, you can go side to side, up and down, however it works for you, what's comfortable. Sometimes you might have to switch it up with a plate because it's not picking up one way or another, but I felt like this picked up fine. Now I'm trying to show here through the camera exactly what the problem is. So I have the image picked up, right? I go to stamp it, and all you see is that cup with the gems. Now, even if you take the top off, well, first let me say, you can get your image where you want it to go. It is a little bit trickier, you know, but you can do it side to side or up and down. A full stamp might be easier than individual stamps. I'm not positive, because at this point I've already pushed the stamper aside and would go forward with my regular stamper. Now I use this little strawberry quarter as a cotton claw, and it really does save, especially my gloves. Like, acetone touches the gloves and eventually they melt. So, you know, because it does that to plastic or whatever the hell the gloves are made out of, vinyl. So getting one of those was godsend. I think I got it from Katherine Ford's Nails, or Nails by Katherine Ford, and I believe she got it from Faye, Not a Beauty Queen 06, but the regular cotton claw was over double the price, so I got the strawberry corner, of course, because you're trying to save some dough. So here I picked a different bunch of hearts to try. You know, I did the same thing with the liberal amount of polish, 45-degree angle, nice and light swipe. Now, some of that smudging means that I didn't swipe evenly, but it's been a while since I've stamped, so I kind of went at this after. I just went straight ahead, no practice. So here, if you take the gems off, you can sort of see where it's going to go, and that's the way that I would use it if I was using this stamper on a regular basis. I would not be using it with the top, whether it had gems or not, because, you know, it's just hard to see. So I didn't do any other images because I figured this would get the point across. It's beautiful and it's definitely usable. I don't regret buying it, but you know, I knew it was going to turn out as a flop probably, but I just wanted it and I had the cash, so I bought it. So that's the deal with that. Okay, I'm going to leave this in regular time as well so you can see how I actually, you know, go through the whole stamping. Now, I thought this was going to turn out to be redder than it was. It's kind of like a metallic pink, so the nail set ended up being pink and black and white and red and silver and hollow, well, silver hollow. So I put the generous layer of stamping polish on. I swiped at a 45-degree angle very lightly. I rolled my little monocle stamper on there. Came out perfect. Now, since it's on a small nail, I don't have to worry about cleaning up the sides or anything because the center of the image will leave excess on the side. So it came off perfectly, which I was very happy about. So I take my cotton claw, I clean off the plate, and then I apply my No Smudge oil-based top coat from Nicole Diary. It has been a savior when it comes to stamping. You kind of have to float it down the nail so that it doesn't actually smudge. If you put pressure on the image, it's going to smudge eventually or right away, depending on what kind of top coat you're using. So I just take it and I tap a few little drops, and then I take the drops and I guide them down the nail so that the brush isn't actually touching the nail at all, and that will also help with no smudging. This is an quick air dry polish. Oh, tongue twisters, right? And it's just regular sentences. So you have to let that dry before you put any gel top coat or gems or drawing on top of it or anything like that. I don't have the footage for the other stamped nail, so this one I wanted to try as well. I had the regular Lovcarrie Milky White Funny Bunny, you know, my favorite go-to lately. And I started with a little mini heart, making an upside down triangle with 2 dots and then the one on the bottom. You connect those and it would make a little mini heart, and then you can build along the outside to whatever size heart you want. Instead of trying to do the outline first and then filling it in, I tend to have things become lopsided like that, or they end up taking over the whole nail and I have to wipe it off and start again. So I always start small and build outward now, and it works for me. So this is a red 9D polish that I got from You Are Sugar, and I really wanted to get that, you know, shifting, moving jewel look from it. And I think it came out okay. I did bubble it, but I don't know if putting the Lovcarrie structured base coat, which is Builder in a Bottle, on top of it, if it affected the image. Because as I was taking pictures, I felt like the shift wasn't really coming through as much, but it could have just been the lighting, or it could just be my camera, because you know how cameras are funny when it comes to glitter, hollow, especially like hollow powder or hollow nail polish, whatever. So it was looking popping in person though, and since it's 9D, it's okay to add until you bring the magnet out. Once you bring the magnet out, you kind of have to rub across the whole image to reset, quote unquote. That's what I call it, to reset the image on the nail. So I'm just taking my regular magnet and I'm just edging up the sides ever so closely with the end of the magnet. I find that works the best for my 9D stuff. I'm not sure, you know, positive, negative, and all that stuff, but this is what works for me. And see, you can see all that beautiful movement going on there. And there it is again real quick. So yeah, I mean, it was popping. And then here's me putting on the structured base coat to give it that bubble look. And like I said, I don't know if that affected the actual shimmer and shine or shift or whatever, but I like the way it came out, so I'm pretty happy. And I didn't even have to use a separate brush. I'm just using the brush right from the bottle and just layered it on up there. If you are still watching this video, please hit that like button, leave your girl a comment, let her know that you were here. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell. If you do not go through the trouble of hitting the bell and selecting all, you will miss many of my future uploads, because that's just how YouTube works, even if you are subscribed. So if you want to get the videos in a timely fashion, please hit the all on the bell. And like I said, it really, really does help us more than you can ever know, hitting that like and the bell and all that, because the more that you do that, the more comments you leave, the more the algorithms will present my video to people when they search for it, when they search for certain topics, depending on what the video is. You know what I'm saying, right? So please and thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, so I decided to do a black outline on this just to give the heart a little bit more emphasis. And it was just really easy. I'm taking my Beetles liner brush, because I do have my cheap brushes from Aliexpress, but they are thicker than the Beetles. And then I have another set that are like that super, super, super fine ones. So I kind of have 3 sets, you know, like large, medium, and small, or fattest, medium, and thinnest. I don't know, however you want to describe them. But I'm using the medium right now, because that way it gives a decent line, but it's not super thick, because I did start with the cheaper ones and it just was not, it didn't look right. So I outlined this. It's still showing that beautiful shine. So I don't know, maybe it was just the lighting for the pictures, what have you. Now I just was trying to edge up that one little spot, and it kept tapping the line, so it was like making it worse before making it better. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you know, instead of wiping the whole thing off and doing it again, I was definitely more inclined to just fiddle with it. Now I left off a lot of the decorating because you've seen it, especially in recent videos. I knew that I wanted to add gems to the first stamped image. I was originally going to put red gems, but since I put the black around the heart, I decided to put black gems right in those dots. I tried to make it look like a heart necklace, but it kind of just looks like a weird apple to me, but whatever. And then I put some more of the small black gems on the pointer finger, and I used the BRCNailsTipsxPieces Boss Bitch glitter, but it didn't have any black in it, so I added a couple super mini black hearts just to get everything, tie everything together with the black and the pink and the red, and boom, that's it. An easy peasy Valentine's Day set with a bunch of different techniques and styles, but it pulls all together in the end. Now, this was a requested video, so I hope that I did you justice, girl. And I went through the little stamping and everything, and I just hope you love it and it brightens up your day, because that's what I'm here for. Really, if you guys aren't watching, there's really no point in me doing it, right? So I hope that you love the set. Don't forget to check out the ladies that need watch time. The lists are always in the description box, along with the link to my shop, my website, brcnailstipsxpieces.com. You want to save some money, now is the time. Come check us out. And I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.